Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. We're here today and we are back, baby. Warren, my brother, my confidant.
It's been a minute.
Brother, it's been a minute, man. How are you doing, my friend? It's so good to see you.
I'm doing well, man. I'm really doing well. I actually like your hat. I like how it's backwards. You know what I mean? It asserts like your dominance. I think it looks very hot and sexy on you. Yeah. I think you should not stop doing this. You know what I mean? Please.
Look. So my hair is getting long now after the shave.
Can I see it? Wow.
That little hat hair.
Like a newborn baby. Oh my God.
Baby.
Dude, let me tell you something. If I shaved off my head, it ain't growing back, man. You know, my hairline's receding. Things aren't looking too promising for my near future. You know what I mean? Like,
let me see. 27 going on what, 70?
Well, yeah, pretty much.
Right about.
I'm
but
not looking too hot, baby.
Hey, I think you're looking.
I was actually thinking about going to Turkey and doing a hair transplant, right? So transferring maybe the hairs on my ass to my forehead. You know what I mean?
That's
kind of I
think that's called the ass to dome transplant, right?
I'll be honest with you, man. It is a well worth transplant because first off, your bum becomes beautiful, right? Nice and shiny, nice and smooth, right?
Oh,
and
baby.
Now you have these beautiful ass hairs just kind of helping you out over here, getting your line all straight. It looks great, man. You know what I mean?
Love that.
Win-win situation. Yeah,
beautiful, absolutely incredible. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back. Episode 3. We're so sorry that it's been a minute. We have been extremely busy, but such is life. And we want you guys to know. Yes, sir. We want you guys to know that we are here and we are ready to get some stuff going for you guys. Welcome to the show. It is so damn good to see you all, and we love you.
Seriously, it's great to be back.
Man. Episode 3. Here we are.
Right. What have you been up to, man? How come you've been so busy?
I'm gonna let the audience know, and then we'll get to you as well. But listen up. So myself, I've gone back to work full time. So a lot of you guys know, I just had my beautiful little baby girl and was on paternity leave, and it was like a blessing and a curse, right? Because you have all this time that I've been, streaming like almost every day, and I can kind of wake up when I want. Well, not really, because you have a baby, but you know what I'm saying. You get used to not going like to a alarm, work, get off work, go to the gym, so to say, and then you end up getting accustomed to that.
Yeah, man.
Now, the last 2 weeks, I've been going to work and I've been on overtime. Warren knows I've been waking up super early for work at 4 a.m.
It's unreal, man.
Brother.
It's unreal.
Yeah, it's a quick alarm, let me tell you that. And I've just been going to work. I'm tired. I get home. I'm tired. I try to go to the gym and get that workout in and come home, take care of my wife and my daughter and stream. And you know what I'm saying. But now that things have settled down a bit, we're here and we're back. So.
That's awesome.
Warren, you had something likewise, because listen, guys, I was missing Warren here for about 4.5 days. I had like right here. I had a little tear. I was driving, right? I was driving, and so guys, when Warren's stream, right? Whenever I come in, right? I got my cute little VIP badge, and I can, hey, dad. And I come in there, boom, send it, and I wait for him, and I can you can never like hear a picture, but I can hear when I type that, and I'm driving, I hear him say, Brian, he goes, Brian, stop the fucking music, like that. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta stop the music, baby.
Stop the music. And
all operations. That's how you got to do it. Yeah,
exactly. That's when he just stops the music, and then boom, and I just like, so Warren, where were you, man? Where'd you go?
Man, listen, brother. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you, brother. I was on a beautiful island, Princess K, in the beautiful island of Nassau. My wife and I were celebrating our 4-year wedding anniversary. Man, it was beautiful, brother. We've never been on a cruise, man. We went on a Carnival cruise line, and dude, let me tell you something. If you have never been on a cruise, I need you to stop what you're doing. I don't care what you're doing. Stop. If you're driving, pull over.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Do me a favor. If you're lifting weights, pull the weight. Not pull the weight. Push the weights down, right?
Yes,
Lay
sir.
them by your side. Go to carnival.com. Go book yourself a first cruise. It was a life-changing experience, man. The food, 24/7, nonstop, all you can eat, right? Number 2, just the hospitality was just mind-blowing, man.
That's awesome.
A lot of people who work on the ships, man, they're actually foreigners from different countries.
Mm-hmm.
And I asked them, I was like, well, where do you live? Do you live in the United States or do you live back in your country? Like, no, we live here. You know what I mean? We live here, we work here.
Gotcha.
And I'm like, that's incredible. It's just mind blowing, man. They're so grateful. Everybody's so happy to be there. And it was just an incredible experience. The entertainment was there. The people were amazing. The drinks were just flying everywhere, man. Everybody was just having a good time.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, my wife and I, dude, we're ready to book our next cruise next year. I'm not even joking. Like, it was that much of an incredible experience.
That's incredible.
And, I'll be honest with you, man.
That.
The fact that it took me 27 years to get to this point, I'm a little upset by that. But I'm ready to spend another 27 years going on another 27 cruises, hopefully one a year. You know what I mean?
I love that, brother. I love to hear that because I know there's probably a lot of you out there like me still. I've never been on one. Warren called me. We talked on the phone the other day, and I've never been on a cruise. Now my wife, she's been on a ton of them, and now you've got so with her parents, that's kind of something. I think they did like one cruise a year, maybe two. Yeah, maybe two, but. Nice. Yeah, she's been all over to Switzerland, to Japan, China, the Bahamas, all these things too. So she's shared with me over the years, and I'm like, dang, I want to go. And now hearing you, and also congratulations on 4 years, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah,
going on. Hey, happy anniversary to you. And
hey, listen, I'll be honest with you. I know a lot of people that can't make a relationship last 4 hours. You know what I mean?
Hey, good point.
So I'm like,
good point. Yes.
Listen, 4 years, baby.
You're doing something right.
You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. You're doing something right. And no, that's beautiful, man. So you've inspired me. Now I've been talking to my wife, and it's like, yeah, okay. You kind of help lit that fire, and we're like, let's do it. Let's try to plan it.
Yeah, brother. I promise you, it's gonna be a life-changing experience. I promise. It's awesome.
Heck yeah, love that. So Warren, what are we talking about today?
So
gains and gaming, baby.
I feel like a lot of people are going through the same issue right now, right? Inflation's at its all-time high, right?
Yes.
Gas prices are high, food is high, right? And just being able to live comfortably is gotten really uncomfortable,
Exactly.
So people have reached out to me like, hey Warren, how do you ball on a budget, right? How do you eat healthy on a budget? Because I want to gain mass, right? I want to be muscular, or I want to lose weight, whatever that may be. But times are hard. So how do you do it? So I said, listen, man, I'm going to write down a list of things, right? I'm going to write down the list of just basic essential proteins, basic essential carbs, right? Even fats if you want to.
Right.
And I wrote them down into a Microsoft Word document. And I did price comparison. So you guys can see where the cheapest meats, where the cheapest carbs are. And that way it's easy for you guys to make sure that you guys are balling on a budget.
Right.
And you guys make the correct choices, right? So the 3 things that I did Sam's Club, Walmart, and lastly, I did Publix. For you guys, you might have Kroger, or what's the place? Fred Meyer's, right?
We have Fred Meyer, and then we've got like Safeway. Safeway is a pretty good, more, I wouldn't say budget, like super budget friendly, but they got, if you have the Safeway like club card, and you sign up for that, boom, your normal, say you go grab like this beautiful. Not sponsored, by the way. I picked up Warren real quick. Baby. Chat, little side note. You guys like to see what we sip on. You guys absolutely love this. So today, so I was telling Warren, I think you've had one of these, right?
I have. Yeah.
Okay.
I have.
Now I have never had Ghost. I've never even had their products. I'm not gonna lie, like they have they've got their protein powders, they've got their pre-workouts.
They have the whole supplement line, yeah.
Right. So I was like, you know what? I just think they have the coolest logo, man. I do. I think they did a good job with the logo. Really, really neat there. But it's so
basic, but it looks so good. You know what I mean?
He hit the nail on the head there. And yeah, so I saw this Orange Dream, boom, right there. I just saw it at the Quickie Mart the other day, and I was like, I'm gonna grab one of these. So it's pretty good. But
let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
I need a serious question. Are you drinking that lukewarm, or are you drinking that nice and cold? What are we doing here?
Listen, it's ice cold, baby.
Yeah. Way to drink
it.
You know what I mean? Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I think, and I actually have friends, and I've talked to them. I said, what's wrong? What's going on? Is everything okay? You know what I mean?
People,
do you need to seek
brother,
therapy? And they said, listen, I like to pull out my energy drink and wait for it to get nice and room temp and then drink it. And I said, I need you to stop. Halt operations.
Oh
what are we talking about? You know what I mean?
I
said, no. So I said, listen, there is nothing better than ripping one of these fresh out of the fridge, right?
Oh, there it is. Cherry, chat, there it is. Oh my gosh. Oh, baby.
Right? There's nothing better than ripping it right out of the fridge. You crack it open. You know what I mean? That's what it sounds like. like absolute heaven.
Oh,
right,
baby.
And I take my first sip, that ice cold sip, and it is just life changing. It's like my brain is turning on, right? My taste buds are turning on. You know what I mean? Everything just feels
I love
like
that.
it's working at 150%. You know, so
yes, sir.
But when I drink a nasty, lukewarm energy drink, I said, what is this? What
exactly
in the world is this? Yeah,
it's not as well, right, because it's like say when you go to the gym. I know we're going on a little side tangent, but when you go to the gym, right, those of you that use pre-workouts or some pump powders, you get that in there, right? It hits a little different because it's like, okay, beast mode activated. I'm going to the gym. I don't need to put a banana and some milk and some yolk in my protein to make it nah, you get some water and you get some powder and you mix it up in your shaker,
and that's it, baby.
Right?
That's it.
And you just drink it, right? But I will admit there are some days I've taken my pre-workout powder, shaken it up, put it in the fridge for like 30 minutes before I go to the gym, and then I live the life of luxury, my friend, and I'll grab that.
Let me tell you something, brother. That is not a life of luxury everybody can have there.
No,
you know
it's not. It takes time.
I respect it.
Thank you.
If you can just take a nice little couple sips on the way to the gym, kind of wake you up, kind of motivate you. That makes me, dude. I used to do the exact same thing. I used to get done working at like 4:30.
Right.
I had the luxury, man. I used to work in the medical field, so we had a whole bunch of fridges, and we were able to kind of like store wherever we wanted to. So I would mix in my pre-workout. I was super dedicated, man. I had like these little tubs on the bottom of my.
Oh yeah, the compartment on the bottom for your.
So there's like small little compartments that you can
for your little powder ready, your dosage, your little like dosage of your little pill pack of your vitamins, and
like a scientist, baby,
oh dude,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're like this is 2 more grams this way, and then I'm gonna get 0.2 more grams of mass muscle. Yeah, I totally
will result in 1 more repetition.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Yeah,
totally. Yes, sir.
Dude, I'll tell you what, man. I used to love sipping on it on the way to the gym, man. It was just so nice, so refreshing, and it just kind of helps. It just kind of helps, man. It just feels like it's it's like fun time. It's not really a chore. It's more fun than anything. You know what I mean?
Totally. But it makes sense. But no, we went on a tangent there, but that's half the part of the show, my man. It's and we know you guys love it too. We know you guys enjoy it. That's what we're here for. Warren, what do you say? We're here for a good time, baby, right?
Oh,
we're here for a good time, baby.
Remember that. We're only here for a good time, not a long time. So
that's right, baby. That being said, yes, sir. I have this pulled up. Warren typed this out. Which, guys, by the way, we're gonna have this available. We're gonna go ahead and probably link it down in the description, so that you can at least see what we're talking about here as well, if you guys want a little map of what we're going to be talking about with pricing and items and stuff here. So Warren, take it away.
So check this out, man. The way I look at it is every single month you need food to survive. It's not like you're not going to spend money on food.
Yes,
it's going to happen. And I would say most people are spending anywhere between like maybe $450 to like $600 on food. It's just the reality. Whether you're going out to eat, whether you're having breakfast, lunch, and dinner, maybe a couple snacks in between, it's going to happen. If you have a family, whatever. So the way you look at it is you want to have your essential proteins, right? You got to have your eggs. You got to have your chicken.
Boom.
You got to have your beef. You got to have your fish. And pork, I kind of stay away from pork. For me, sometimes pork is kind of just hard to digest in my stomach. I like protein that I can just eat right away, kind of leaner cuts, and I feel like it's digesting really good, and I just, we keep it moving, right? So when it comes to my eggs, I'm gonna be honest with you, I buy a shit ton of eggs. Okay. I usually buy 60 count of eggs, and I get that from either Walmart or Sam's Club. The reason why is because Walmart or Sam's Club has the cheaper eggs. It's just the way it is.
Yeah. True.
Believe it or not, I'm sorry. I'm gonna rephrase that. Walmart and Costco, and I'll tell you the reason why. So the way it works is at Sam's Club, you can get 7.5 dozen eggs. I believe it's for $25, right? Versus Walmart, where you can get 5 dozen eggs for $14, right?
Wow.
So if you break down the math, it's actually cheaper for you to buy it from either Walmart or Costco. I don't know why Sam's Club is being that way,
right?
But it's cheaper, right? So I usually get about 60 eggs. That'll last me about a week and a half. And, it's just something that you have to have on your monthly expenses, especially if you have kids, right? If kids want breakfast, you'll probably crack an egg or two. The way I do it is I'll have three egg whites and 2 whole eggs. That equates to about 25 grams of protein. And then I'll usually have like a bagel, which is about 5 grams. So about 30 grams of protein in that meal. You know what I mean? It keeps me happy. keeps me satiated.
Beautiful.
And at the end of the day, it's a healthier way to eating, right?
Mm-hmm. And I think that eggs, or sorry, yeah, real fast, I think eggs are one of the easiest things to make. Whether it's scrambled, you just, how easy is it to make scrambled eggs? So easy, right? And then I do like a little over easy, so I'll get the little flip in there. Love that on a piece of toast. Oh my god, dude, love it. Little piece of toast, little bacon on there, a little over easy, boom, good to go.
And you could even do that. Like, let's say that you wanted to cook your egg whites first, right? You scramble your egg whites, and then you focus on those 2 eggs, and you just fry them real quick. Pan spray the pan. Don't use olive oil. Just pan spray it,
right?
And then just get that nice runny yolk. You can do that too, and make a little sandwich out of it, right?
So then, my question for you now is a little side note on the eggs. So I actually just started, and for those of you out there that may not know about these, so Warren just mentioned egg whites, right? Now, I've been starting to watch this guy. He's a younger guy. I think he's in his early 20s on YouTube. I forget his name. I apologize. I'll get it later. But he's very into he's competing pretty soon. Yeah. So he's getting into competitions. So he's getting all about that high protein, super lean type of diets, right? Yeah. Now he recommended some egg whites that you get in the carton, right? Okay. And he's been using those. He pours it out in the bowl, mixes some spinach and stuff in there, right? But then I think it was last week he put up a video and he actually showed that there's egg whites in the carton, right, that you can just pour out, but there's also what's called egg beaters, which is the yellow yolky part of the egg, right? And it's beautiful because all you do is you grab that, boom, you pour that in your pan or whatever, and it's right there. That way you're not actually taking the egg and cracking it. Now, is that just a convenience thing, or do you think it's
a convenience thing? It is genuinely a convenience thing, and I'm gonna be
because you're getting the same stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
so
gotcha.
I'm gonna be completely honest with you.
Yes, sir.
The texture when it comes to box egg whites versus the texture that you get from cracking an egg and pulling the yolk out, it is a night and day difference. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. The texture of box egg whites to me is so off-putting. It is so nasty to me. And I've actually talked to my coach previously. I said, hey, listen, man, I can't do this. This is unreal. He's like, listen, it's going to cost you a little bit more, right? Because you're going to be going through a little bit more eggs. But if that's how you can get the meals down, then that's how you have to do it. It's just the reality. You know what I mean? You got to work with what works best for you. So I'll be honest with you. I actually, my wife had a coach in the past, and what she had her do was she would take the box egg whites. She would take some water, put some water in with the box egg white, right? She pour it out into a cup, put some water into it, and then put some Nestle sugar-free chocolate syrup in there. I'm not joking. Now, this sounds a little bit crazy.
Interesting. But okay.
Box egg whites have like a watery type texture to them, right?
Right.
So I've actually drank it before. I've actually drinking egg whites before. And although it's, people have said studies in the past that you might not get like the purest form of protein that way. It's better to cook it. You can still do it that way, and it tastes just like water, man. I promise you, it tastes just water. You should try it.
Okay.
I promise you, it is life-changing. It's really easy. Like, go grab a carton or a box egg whites. Take a little sip and let me know what you think.
I will do that. That's on the list. Boom. I'm gonna check it off for it when we get done here. I'm gonna try it.
Yeah, I promise you, man.
Okay.
It's not as bad. Yeah.
Sweet. I love that.
Yeah.
Awesome,
So
man.
check this out,
Okay,
man.
boom.
Yeah.
Love that.
I wanted to keep going, man, with the just like basic proteins, right? A lot of people, they dive into chicken breasts, right? Chicken breasts, chicken tenderloins, and chicken thighs, right? When it comes to chicken thighs, if you can buy it one or two ways. You can buy it bone in and skin on, or you can buy it boneless and skinless. Technically, boneless and skinless is the healthiest version.
Right.
But you can buy bone in and skin on and do it yourself if you wanted to. It is cheaper that way. It is cheaper. You will notice it because it's all about convenience, right? If you buy boneless and skinless, it's convenient.
Right.
So it is going to be a little bit more expensive. But I wrote down 3 different things, right? I wrote down 3 price ranges from Sam's Club, Walmart, and Publix on there. And you'll notice that a lot of times it's just better to buy in bulk at Sam's Club because the price per pound is cheaper, right?
Right.
So
and that's the thing that people got to understand too, is real fast, is that I used to think, I was like, well, quantity maybe, but no. If you're getting, like you said, the price per pound in this day and age, especially with, like we said, inflation, it's more worth it to grab that.
Exactly.
100%.
And of course, if you have family, you don't want to go out all the time,
Right.
listen, buy a deep freezer. Buy a deep freezer. It's
Yeah.
really cheap, right?
Yep.
You can get one at Walmart, you can get one at Sam's Club, Costco, literally anywhere, right? Buy a deep freezer. My recommendation is to put the stuff in the deep freezer so you always have it readily available. Whenever it's time, just take it out, let it defrost fully all the way, and then just cook with that. It's just super convenient to do that.
I love that.
Versus going to the store every 3 to 4 days. That's annoying.
Exactly. Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Beautiful.
So that's one of the things, man. I wrote down on this list how much it costs per pound when it comes to Sam's Club chicken breasts, Walmart chicken breasts, and Publix chicken breasts. When it comes to Publix is always going to be a little bit more expensive. Let me give you guys an example. Walmart chicken breast per pound is $2.94 versus Publix, which is $5.19.
Wow. I will say that it is. That's quite a bit to think that you're, they might have just barely some differences in the product, right? But for this much of a difference in a product versus this much of a price difference, what's going on there?
Right? It's almost doubling the price per pound.
Yeah.
But for some people, it's convenient. Like, oh, there's a Publix on the way home. I'm just going to stop here. It's really easy.
Right.
So it's always the easy, right? It's the easier route, but it's the more expensive route. So you have to think about this in your head. Like, listen, if I'm balling on a budget, is it better for me to drive 5 more minutes down the road and go to the Walmart or the Sam's Club and buy there? And,
good point.
When it comes to gas, you kind of think about gas, like, am I spending more gas, but I'm saving more money in the long run, right?
Exactly.
Especially if you're buying in bulk. So that's the thing you have to think about. These are just silly things that you got to think about, man. And you're like, okay, I'll make this decision now, and then I'll reap the I'll reap the benefits later. I'm saving money.
Exactly. I love that.
One of the biggest things I wanted to talk about, man, just super simple, right? Because we're kind of on the chicken, and we're kind of move on to the beef, because beef is another way of getting really good protein.
Oh yeah, that red meat, man.
Quality protein.
Love it.
When it comes to beef, I always do 93.7. 93.7 is the leaner form of beef versus the 80-20. Right. So I think 93.7 usually is about 8 grams of fat versus 24 grams of protein, right? Which is great.
Okay.
Versus 80-20, right? 80-20 is going to technically taste better,
right?
Because it has more fat and it's juicier.
Yeah.
But when I mean it has more fat, it has like 20 to 22 grams of fat versus 24 grams of protein. And at that point,
it's going to add up.
It's not even worth it.
Yeah.
It's not even worth it. Yeah. The fats are just going to be adding up. So my recommendation, always stick with 93.7. That's how you're going to get the best bang for your buck. Let me give you an example. Price per pound, right? Sam's Club price per pound when it comes to 93.7 ground beef is going to be $4.78. Versus Walmart or Publix, they're actually comparable. Walmart $6.23, Publix $6.63, right? So although it's not doubling, it's still getting higher, right? And that's the biggest thing. It just starts to add up. You know what I mean? Versus Sam's Club, you buy 4 pounds of ground beef. It's more in bulk, but you keep 3 pounds in the deep freezer. 1 pound, accessible in your freezer or in your fridge, whenever you want to use it. And it just, it's just so convenient. It really truly is. Yeah.
I'll never forget, just kind of to sidetrack real fast, having that mental part of things too is a big thing, right? And I'll never forget. So just, I know Warren knows, a lot of you guys know it too, but so I spent a year down in LA. I'm from Oregon, and I took this huge risk in my life, moved down to Los Angeles. I was a stuntman for a little while. And I met a lot of great people, right? A lot of good guys and women in the stunt industry. They are in pretty much almost peak physical condition most of the time, and it's crazy, right? And my mentor down there, his name's Pee Wee. That's what they call him. But Pee Wee is this brother. I met Pee Wee, right? And nobody calls him by his real name. I know what his real name is, but for sake of the story, I'm not going to say what it is. But it's everybody on the planet calls him Pee Wee. So before I met him, I'm thinking he's probably, I'm a shorter guy. I'm 5'7", right? I'm thinking he's probably like my height, my build maybe. And I'm like, okay, I'm meeting Pee Wee today. And I go over and I see him. He's this 6'4".
Oh, behemoth.
Like Jay Cutler's little brother.
Oh.
And I'm like, wow. Hello, Mr. I was like, hello, Pee Wee.
Pee Wee?
Yep. So anyway, Pee Wee's an awesome guy, an awesome human being, amazing, and he writes and directs movies and film, and he's a crazy guy, right? But anyway, his life, he from 18 years old, he was a stuntman. That's all he's done till now, obviously. Anyway, he had a conversation with me one day. We were talking about food like this, right? And he said it's so easy to go get the Wendy's on the way home, or get the McDonald's, boom.
It is.
Or even going to the store and being like, oh, I can grab a frozen dinner. No. There's so much sodium in those things. And even nowadays, there's a lot to have a bunch of sugar in them too. But he's like, people don't understand. So what I'm coming full circle here is people don't understand how easy it is to take just that beef out of the freezer, boom, heat it up, defrost it. You literally take a skillet, boom, beef, veggies, you're good. If you're going for like a keto type, more high protein, less fats, and then boom, it's like throw that protein in there, heat it up on the skillet, throw some frozen vegetables in there too, just grab them out of the freezer, throw it in, heat it up, toss it, throw some your favorite sauce on it, boom, you're good to go.
And dude, let me get on the topic of that real quick. When it comes to like stopping by and getting fast food, you always notice you're gonna see this on every fast food place. When you go to a fast food place, it's always cheaper to get the unhealthier stuff than it is to get the healthier stuff. Like,
what happened to the world, man?
Yeah, dude.
I never understood that.
No, dude.
Yeah,
it's wild, right? So
crazy.
A Big Mac, fries, and a drink will probably cost you, I don't know, $7, probably less, maybe.
Right.
And of course, if you have like, let's say you go out and you have the McDonald's app, right? You can actually probably get like a buy one get one free, or like buy one get the fries for $1 or whatever. It's just so much cheaper versus a salad, right? You get a salad, you're probably gonna get a drink, maybe like a Diet Coke or a water bottle, whatever that may be. Next thing you know, you're bringing up $12, $13, and you're like, wow,
crazy, dude.
Is it worth it to eat this healthy? Like, man, I'm trying to fall on a budget. So that's the issue. When you want to eat healthy, you got to just make your own meals. It's just the cheapest way to do it. You know what I mean? Because unfortunately, America, man, we have the #1 obesity rate in the nation.
We do
in the world. You know what I mean? Because of that issue, it's just so convenient, right?
Right. Yeah, it's crazy, man. I saw a picture on I think it was on Facebook the other day. Somebody shared it. It was like Huntington Beach, California in 1965, right? And not one person was obese. It was crazy. Everybody had their shorts on. The ladies were in their bathing suits, and it looked like a model photo shoot. It was insane. But you could tell though, it was if somebody just took a picture, this big panorama of a couple hundred people at the beach on a big summer day. It's like, and what what you know what I'm saying, man. It's crazy.
Funny because we when we stream, I get people from the UK to stop in all the time.
Yeah.
And I've actually had somebody say like the American portion size is huge compared to the UK portion size.
Good point.
And to me,
yeah.
I'm just like, what?
Yeah.
I don't think about that. All I've known is American portion size. I've been through Asia, and Asia portion sizes are definitely a lot smaller. I'm going to be honest with you. Hence the reason why a lot of people stay skinnier. It's kind of hard to gain weight unless you're eating a lot of rice and you're just eating all the time over there. But dude, apparently they say the portion sizes in America, like they were talking about Five Guys burgers, right? Five Guys burgers.
Oh yeah.
Huge.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, we wish we had Five Guys over here.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, that's insane. I had no idea that we had such bigger portion sizes than you guys. I'm like, wow.
Right. That's crazy.
Standard across the board. But
there's so much is so different across the globe, man, and how different countries and cultures do things. It's crazy. It's really neat though. Really neat though to see.
Oh, it is, man.
Gotcha.
So I've also with regards to the spreadsheet, because I know that we were talking about this, man, we're going over the beef, right? I actually put down the macronutrients, right? You're going to be looking at your fats, proteins, carbs, and how many calories it is per 4 ounces. So I did that for you guys on the Microsoft Word document, so you guys can see. Oh, listen, if I eat 4 ounces of this, it's going to give me 8 grams of fat, 23 to 24 grams of protein. So you guys kind of have that on the back of your mind. Okay,
guys, you're getting some good information here. Warren did his homework. Absolutely. I'm looking at it right now too. I love that. Thank you. Thank you.
One last thing that I did on there that you guys will probably enjoy. It's, let's say you're having a certain protein twice daily, right? Let's say you're having anywhere between 4 to 6 ounces of that protein daily. I also did the math, and I did it so if you're having this type of chicken twice a day, it'll take you 6.6 days to finish, or 6.5 meal.
Beautiful.
For you to finish, right?
I love that.
So let's say you're having chicken thighs for one meal. Next meal you're having chicken tenderloin, or maybe the next meal you're having Sam's Club ground beef or whatever that may be, right? You can mix and match, and you could probably make these meals last you for about 2 weeks if you're really on top of it.
Incredible.
You're actually eating your meals. So just kind of giving you guys a little basis that yes, you can make this last over a long period of time. It's just up to you to see where you guys want to do, how much effort you guys are putting in, right?
I love that. Yeah, and that's a big thing too, because it's like in this day and age with anything, right? Gas, your time, especially food now, money. How long can you make it last? So that's huge to have that, Warren. Love that. Love that.
And then lastly, when it comes to protein powder, I think protein. I went really hard in this section because everybody always like protein.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Boom. Warren, slow. Whoa, baby.
Hey, wait a minute. I'll get a quick one. Wait a minute. I'm feeling good though.
Love that. Yeah. Got a little glimpse. I like that.
You like that?
Continue with the show. You got me a little distracted there.
So,
ooh, baby.
When it comes to protein powder, man, I feel like protein powder is it's a necessity, man. It truly is.
Real? You think so? Okay.
A lot of times people are just not getting in the amount of protein that they think they should be getting in, right? It's just the reality. Or sometimes people just are so busy with work that they just don't have time to eat. It's just the reality. It's just the God honest truth, right?
Yeah.
So if you get a protein shake in the middle of the day, or if you get your protein shake after your workout, which I highly recommend, it's just another way to slam in another 20 to 30 grams of protein, right? Easily. Just depends on your scoop size, right? Sometimes I do a scoop and a half, will just give me about 36 to 40 grams of protein.
Right.
Or some people might just do a scoop, whatever that may be. It's just a great way to get some protein in your system, and it helps speed up your metabolism because of the fact that you're eating more frequently, right? Your body's digestive system is working. It helps speed up your metabolism. That's the reason why protein shakes are just so easy. They're just so convenient. And I usually use Synthesis Edge protein. It gives you about 48 servings. It's about $56, right? For that 48 servings. So that'll last you about a month and a half if you're doing a scoop. Some people don't work out every day, or some people are eating and they don't need the protein every day. So that's why I say about a month and a half for you to finish.
Gotcha.
It's 3.5 grams of fat, 6 grams of carbs, and 24 grams of protein, right? So it's not a lot of fat, not a lot of carbs. Let's say you want to mix in a banana. Make sure you want to mix in some almond milk, right? Some vanilla almond milk, some berries, whatever that may be. Now you have a meal, a healthier meal versus that McDonald's Big Mac.
Exactly.
Right? It tastes good.
Yes.
Right. Depending on what the type of protein powder you want. I like the vanilla Synthesis Edge. It tastes amazing.
Yeah.
Not every vanilla protein powder tastes good, but this one does. So my recommendation is find the protein powder that you like, right? Make sure you do your research. Make sure it doesn't have a crap ton of sugars, crap ton of carbs or fats. And try to incorporate some healthier fats, maybe a scoop of peanut butter, right? Maybe some berries, like I said, whatever, some fruits. And that's a good way. And you can even mix in some spinach in there. You don't even taste the spinach, and get some more micronutrients in.
Exactly. Good point.
It's something that I think is very helpful. You know what I mean?
Good point. Love that.
Yeah, man. And then when it comes, so that was pretty much it with the protein section.
Yeah.
And kind of getting into the carbs, I'm going to fill in more in this. I know a lot of people have issues with carbs.
Right.
When it comes to carbs, I think you're going to need three main things. Okay.
All right.
3 main things. You're going to need your potatoes, you're going to need your rice, and you're going to need your oats.
Ooh,
and
okay. All right.
That's pretty much it. And really, with the potatoes, you'll need your sweet potatoes and you'll need your regular potatoes.
Love me some sweet potatoes, man.
Yeah, man.
Love them.
The way I do my sweet potatoes, listen, I do it really easy.
Okay,
Okay. I cut it up really small, right?
Yeah.
I try to slice them as thinly as possible, get them really nice and small, kind of look like triangulars or whatever, little squares.
Gotcha.
And what I do is I just put a little bit of olive oil on. I put salts, right? I like my sweet potatoes a little bit salty, and I put them in the air fryer.
Yeah.
Ooh. Listen,
ooh.
if you guys do not have an air fryer,
I like
invest
that.
in an air fryer, because the one thing that you don't realize is whenever you're eating healthy, one texture that you lack is crunch. I don't know if you've ever realized that.
Yeah, but it's great.
Fried chicken is not healthy, but it's crunchy, right? When it comes to French fries are right. They're fried, they're crunchy, but they're not healthy.
Exactly.
So if you have an air fryer, you can cut up your potatoes the way you want them, right? Put them in the air fryer, and next thing you know, you have crunchier potatoes, and it just helps mentally, right? It helps break up the monotony of the oats, or it helps break up the monotony of just the chicken and the beef. You know what I mean? So,
right. That makes total sense. Right? Love that.
So you make this a lifestyle change, man. You got to make it a lifestyle change, and you invest in that air fryer. You're going to be eating healthier, and it's going to cut. It's going to be a big investment for a long-term gain. You know what I mean?
100%.
Right.
Love that.
So that's what I do with that.
Okay.
And I'll usually have about 6 ounces of potatoes after it gets done cooking. I'll weigh it out. I'll see what it's like. And then rice, brother. It is just
love me some rice.
Absolute must.
Yeah.
Right? Whether it be brown rice or white rice.
Yep.
Or basmati, whatever you want, whatever kind of rice you want.
Yep.
I usually prefer white rice. I love white rice with all my meals. I love white rice. So I'll do about 200 to 250 grams of white rice. Get a rice cooker.
Yep. Oh, I have. Yep. I've got 2 rice cookers and a crock pot.
Rice cookers?
Yeah, I got a little baby one that's only like I think it's like 16 ounces, right?
Really?
Yeah, a little tiny one for like a little 2-serving thing, and it's really quick. It does it really fast. Perfect.
Love that.
Then I got the big boy. You can just dump it in there, and I loved it. Yeah, those are the. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, like, rice cookers are a must.
They are.
I don't know how they're not a staple in most households.
Listen to me. Everyone, I got a question for you, and I know a lot of people can probably relate to this. So I'm 30. You're 1 year old, right? I'm in my 30s now. It's crazy to say. It's freaking crazy. Freaking crazy, man. Thank you. I'm actually 31 going on like 19, 20.
Yeah. Celebrating the 10th anniversary of your 21st birthday.
Yeah, thank you. Beautiful. And so Warren's close to my age. You're 27, right? 27 years old. So did your mom, so my mom, I remember being a kid, and I remember my mom making rice on the stove.
And yeah, absolutely.
And there's not a lot of younger generations these days that actually remember that, just because times are changing and it's a lot easier to do to cook rice, right? And obviously in rice cookers, or even there's microwave rice, which maybe not as good for you, but it's still something quick and easy, right? But I'll never forget my mom, taking the pot out, pouring the rice and boiling it up for 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
That's how long it took sometimes with doing certain rices, you know what I'm saying? And as it got better, then minute rice came out, and you know what I'm saying? It's really, really neat. Love that.
No, it's so funny because my mom, she actually still has the exact same pot that she's been using from whenever we were younger. Brother, let me tell you something. This pot looks like it's been in the Stone Ages, right? She takes it out.
Love that.
Just rattling everywhere. She puts it on the stove. She still makes the rice the exact same way that she's made it for years, right?
Love that.
So she puts the rice in there. She puts a little olive oil. She puts the water in. She puts a little like seasonings in, and she sets it, and then she comes back. She stirs it up, and about 15 minutes later, she does it, and it's perfect rice every time.
Love that.
But
I'd really do. That's awesome.
I make it as simple as possible. I pour the rice in, I pour the water in, I set it for quick rice, and I just leave it to cook. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Not to worry about anything.
I love that.
Most people prefer convenience, and I mean, if you don't have a rice cooker, let me tell you something. It's the easiest $40 I've ever spent in my life.
Yep.
Easiest.
Same here, man. I love the rice cooker. It's great. Necessity.
Oh yeah, man. So
what's this last? Yeah, go ahead. No, I was gonna say I the sweet potatoes, love it. I cook mine the same way, actually. Absolutely love that. And then I see you got the russet potatoes as well, just for your daily kind of your more average potato. And I also like red skin potatoes.
Red skin potatoes are great.
Love them.
They're great, man. You can get any potatoes you like.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Gotcha.
You can get any potato you like. Potatoes are potatoes. Sweet potatoes are slow digesting carbs, so it's better to have those before your workout.
Okay.
But russet potatoes are great to have after your workout. They're more starchy, right? They're fast digesting. They'll get into your system right away and help replenish the glycogen that was depleted in your muscles. So you feel better. You have faster recovery. It's just overall better. But technically, is it good to just have carbs in general? It's good to have carbs, yes.
Gotcha.
Absolutely. You definitely don't want to take those out. That's what provides energy. You know what I mean?
Beautiful. Love that.
Yeah. And lastly, man, I think the number one carb that a lot of people use, especially bodybuilders, is just oats. Right? Oats are really easy. Really, really easy to cook. I mean, you can put them in the microwave, pop them in the microwave, heat them up for a minute and a half, and boom, you have it right there.
I love that.
Oats are boring and they taste like crap.
Yeah.
So how do you mix it up?
Right.
It's super simple, man. I have my own little tips and tricks that I use personally. So
gotcha. Let me know.
Go to Target. Right. Target has these oats. They're called 100-calorie packet fit oats. Their flavor is cinnamon roll. Right? Oh. And this cinnamon roll 100-calorie packet of oatmeal.
Right.
I'll usually do 2 packets. You can do 1.
Yeah.
Right. I'll do 2 packets. It's 200 calories, right?
Right.
It's got good carbs, good fiber, not a lot of sugar, and then it's got a little bit of protein in there, right? So I'll do that. I'll mix in some berries, right? So I'll do strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, blackberries, whatever I want, right?
Love that.
And
Yeah.
then lastly, I'll do a little bit of sugar-free maple syrup, right? So I put the sugar-free maple syrup in there just to get a little bit more sweetness, right?
Right.
And I'll mix that up, man. I'll mix that up, and I can put a little bit of salt on there, for a little bit of flavor. And oh, good Lord,
I love that.
mercy.
That
You
sounds,
have this beautiful,
brother.
beautiful concoction. Oh,
I kind of want to eat that right now. It's only 10 in the morning for me right now, guys. So again, we're on opposite ends of the country. Warren's over on the East Coast. I'm in the West Coast, but so he's probably already had your lunch, actually, maybe.
Believe it or not, man, I ate like absolute dog shit yesterday because my
Really?
wife, she's on her diet right now, and she chooses Saturdays as like her cheat meals, right?
Right.
So yesterday we had some cheat meals. I actually had Cold Stone Creamery. I had a little milkshake.
Oh, don't say anymore. I love Cold Stone. I love Cold Stone, man.
I had this milkshake. It was called the Apple Pie a la mode. Okay. And there's something, dude, I don't know what it is. The cinnamon with the apples, the brown sugar, all that stuff. To me, it's literally like orgasmic in my mouth, man. I
love that.
It any other way.
I love that.
It's just perfect in every way, right? So I had that with my wife. So I'm not gonna lie to you. Yesterday, like crap. So I'm doing a little bit of fasting this morning. I'm gonna break my fast whenever we get done eating, and I'm just gonna eat a little healthy. You know what I mean? But it was a 10 out of 10.
Sounds great.
Not gonna lie to you. Right?
I love that.
Eat healthy throughout the week.
Yeah.
And then I reward myself once a week, and I just kind of just eat what I like, you know what I mean? And then that kind of resets me, and it gets me in that mindset of, all right, let's get back to work for the rest of the week so I can have that cheat day or cheat meal again, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
It's just worth it, man.
Yeah, and it's funny actually to interject on that as well. One thing that I do want to, and I'm going to talk to you guys also with probably our next episode, is Warren. I don't know if you know, I forget his name, but a good buddy of mine sent me a book years ago, like 7-8 years ago, and I forget the guy's name that wrote it, but it's called Carb Night. So Carb Night, NITE, and it is basically that it's a keto. It's a lot more information than just a diet. It's not like a dieting book, but it's a lot of information about your body and your sugars and your fats, everything like that, right? But it's called Carb Night, and his premise is basically that 14-day he calls it a 14-day week, right? 14-day being that you eat clean for it's really hard to do, but this is designed. There's other versions of it. There's the 7-day Carb Night, and then there's like your 14-day Carb Night. If you're going for like that huge, I need to do like a shirtless photo shoot. It's a 14-day diet, and it's a keto diet. So obviously high proteins, good fats and carbs. And then and that's all you do. That's all you do. You feel terrible, almost terrible during it, obviously, because you're not getting, it's low carbs. Anyway, point is, whether you're doing the 7th day or the 14th day, whether you choose, so say you're doing the 7th day, so 6 days of the week, you're eating golden, you're eating beautiful, no sugars, no bad fats, obviously just good fats. And then on that 7th day, he literally says, go to McDonald's, go get the Cold Stone, go get a piece of cake and some chips. And he's shown that what it does is it kickstarts your system up again, because your sugar intake spikes up, right? And everything goes up for that night. That's your last meal of your carb night, right? And then boom, the next day as you're sleeping to it, boom, and then the next day it kicks off your metabolism even harder than it did before, and just a lot. I know you probably know a lot about this too, and it gets things going.
Yeah. It's called, some people do it where they'll do like 2 days of no carbs and then 2 days of like moderate to higher carbs, like carb cycling, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that makes sense.
And carb cycling is very beneficial, man. It's very, very beneficial. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, right, people who do ketogenic diets, it is very hard to just maintain that, man. It's really tough. It's really, really tough.
Right.
Versus, you know what I mean? When you're cycling your carbs, you'll know you have low carbs this day. And then the next day, whenever you get your carbs, it just replenishes you. It makes you feel like $1,000,000 compared to the day that you were having no carbs. You know what I mean?
Right. Definitely.
It is very hard. It's a very hard lifestyle to choose, but people who do it, dude, kudos to you. You guys are awesome.
Yes. Very rewarding for them and for us if we tried, you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's tough.
Beautiful.
Very tough.
Well, if that's all you got, I think that is fantastic. I think a big thing too what, obviously with the show is we want to touch on not only working out. It's somewhat easier to get, you can say how to go lift some weights and do some workouts, but dieting is the hardest thing for anybody to do. And
always is.
Yep, I think I agree, and Warren agrees. So that's one thing that we're going to try to at least touch on a lot here, is passing along our knowledge of what we can, help you guys with. And just to close out that the gains side of the show, what is your easiest, quickest, favorite, budget friendly meal? Like,
wow,
I'm putting him on the spot, guys, right now. He didn't know I was going to ask him this, but I got one, but I'm going to ask Warren first. So if you're in a pinch, boom, and you went on a budget and you got some stuff in the fridge and you need to get a meal in real fast, what's your quickest, easiest, favorite thing to make?
I think personally, like I need, like, how much time do I have? That's going to be my first
okay. You got, let's see. So you just got home from work.
Yep.
You have to, or I say you got home, you got done with work. You went to the gym, right?
Yeah.
You got home, but wife called, hey, we got to do this thing with the friends right now. You got 15 minutes. Wow. We're not, you're not going to go eat with the friends. You're going to go out to on this little adventure. You got 15 minutes to make the food and eat it in the car on the way.
I'm not going to lie to you. And this is where I'm telling you, this is why I'm a firm believer of protein shake, man. This is why I am a firm believer. If you're telling me I got 15 minutes,
Warren found the loophole.
I'm about to make the sexiest protein shake I've had.
Love that.
While, right?
Love that.
Listen, this is exactly what's going to happen. I need you to listen up. All right, you ready for this?
I'm all ears listening.
All right, we're going to do 8 ounces of vanilla almond milk, right? We're going to do that, right? That's usually about 80 calories, 80 to 110 calories around there, right? And that's just going to be for a little bit of sweetness. I like the sweetness, right? I'm going to do a scoop of protein, right?
Okay.
Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do half of a serving of peanut butter. That's about 8 grams of fat right over there, right? Just to kind of get a little bit of just some gooey-gooeyiness in there, right?
Yeah. Love that.
I'm going to get a little bit of this. I'm going to get a little frozen strawberries because I usually have frozen berries in the freezer. My wife buys them all the time. Right? I'll get some frozen berries. And this is what I'm going to do. I'm also going to put 4 ounces of water in there, right? So it's not a stick. You want to kind of loosen everything up.
Gotcha.
Next, this is the most important thing. You're going to blend it, baby. Okay?
Yeah.
Gonna blend it. And if you want it a little bit sweeter, throw a little packet of Splenda in there. It's not going to hurt you. Throw a packet of Splenda in there, blend it up, get a cup, and just go on your way. Because once again, you got the food in you. It's healthy. It's delicious, it's nutritious, and it's better than eating that Big Mac that you could have gotten right 100%. Over there at McDonald's. So that's easy peasy lemon squeezy, baby.
100%. I love that. Yeah, man. That sounds fantastic. I love that.
It is good, man. Listen, at the end of the day, if you're enjoying what you're eating, are you really dieting?
That's a good point.
Yeah,
that's a good point.
Enjoy what you're eating. You gotta find what works best for you. You gotta season your chicken. You gotta season your beef. You gotta use the sugar-free sauces. At the end of the day, if you are enjoying what you're eating, are you really dieting?
I love that, because that's the biggest misconception I think with the average person getting into dieting is they think that you have to eat bland Band-Aid tasting chicken and rice and bright. I'm calling me. Like that, Band-Aid, dude. That like imagine like a wet Band-Aid when you went swimming all day.
Yep.
And you just
put that in your mouth.
You just heat that up in the microwave on some rice.
Eat it up in the microwave, eat it up.
That's what bland chicken tastes like when you don't know how to, and I'm only saying that, hold on, when you don't know how to season and you don't know how to cook it, that's what it tastes like.
Yeah, man.
But when you learn how to do it,
I've seen some bland, nasty, white-looking chicken coming out of the oven. And I'm like, what are you doing,
brother? And it's funny you say that because on a side note, my wife and I, she's starting to stream a lot more now. And we've been doing, man, I'm proud of her, but we've been doing some cooking streams, and I've been cooking. I know you stopped by one of them, and I found actually a new way. It's actually an old way, but it's new to me. A way to cook chicken. It's kind of that reverse sear method. It's really, really good. It's the most juicy chicken I've ever made, and it's awesome. My wife, we made some what did we make? Like chicken fajitas the other day, and she plated her up. She's like, Brian, this is the best chicken you've ever made. I was like, thank you.
Live on stream?
No. I mean, we made it and I plated it up and then we ended the stream because she was doing it on her phone. She was streaming on her phone, right? And then I had to fire up my stream in the command center. So I was like, hey guys, we're gonna do it on her phone. We made it, plated it up, and then I came in here and fired up my stream. And so, but then she comes in, on my stream, and she's like, hey, this was so good. I'm like, thank you. Thank you. It was so good, man.
I love that, bro.
Love it, dude. Thank you, man.
Proud of you, man.
So guys, that's gonna do it for our side of the gain side. Hopefully with some good knowledge for you. I know Warren did his homework, and I'm thoroughly impressed. I think it's really good. I'm saving this document. He sent it to me. We're gonna try and get it to you guys as well. We're probably going to post it in our discords as well. I have a gains and gaming chat in my discord. There's already a lot of you in the communities. We'll go ahead and link those as well if you guys want to join up, so you can see it there. And beautiful, man. Awesome. I love that you did that. I'm going to be using it as well.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And if anybody has any questions, right, I think that's the biggest thing. If you guys have any questions, put it down in the comment section below, so we can try to address it and see if we can help you guys out next podcast.
Love that. Beautiful, guys. All right, on into the gaming side of the world. We've been out of the game for a couple weeks, but man, I wanted to talk about something. Just if you really grasp this, guys, a lot of you know that Warren and I we adore Doc. We love Dr. Disrespect.
We love him, man.
I do. I know there's some things you could argue anything negative about anybody in this planet, but I think that Dr. Disrespect is literally changing the game. So some of you probably already know about this. He announced his video game. How crazy, right? Dr. Disrespect has created and started his own studio, and he's making a video game, and it's insane, brother. So there was the announcement. I believe it was last weekend. He had his little announcement reveal, and it was fantastic. I watched it. It was great. So Doc is it again. You got to understand, guys. This is like pre alpha type of. Hey, we got things. We got the visual part. We got some mechanics. They threw together this what they called the little snapshot of what it's going to look like and what's going to feel like. Now, it's not the end game, and I saw actually a lot of negativity because, these days, man, people want to hate just to hate, to get some clout.
People are so quick to hate on something. And the fact that he's going above and beyond, he's using his own money.
Exactly.
Let me go ahead and stress that. He said, I am going to use my money. I'm going to invest my own time, my own effort, and try to create something that has never been done before. And
exactly, brother.
Quick, people are quick to judge, and people are quick to be like, it's going to fail.
Yep. Yeah, and so that 100% what Warren just said. It's funny because when I first, so I knew Doc was announcing it. When I actually first, so here's a good way of you as an individual, I believe you have to have an open mindset. You can't just see one thing and believe it. And here's why: is because I do have, fortunately, an open mindset. I've learned to take both sides, be the mediator, right? So what I actually did, because I knew he was announcing it, I was super excited. But that morning I opened up and I was scrolling through stuff, and I go on Twitter. And dude, the hater of all haters, I don't even remember this. He's just a nobody. And he puts up a little 30-second clip of the snapshot, right? And it's just, I'm sure a lot of you guys might have seen this. It's just some of the gunfire, right? It's just the gunfire of the gun and the lighting, and the guy's walking, he shoots some stuff. The guy's title was like what a terrible, why is Doc doing this? It's like worse than mobile game. It looks worse than a mobile game. And that, to me, right, that was my first way of seeing this. And I do admit, it graphically does not look super impressive. But you also got to understand, because you read through the comments and there's all the haters, but there's also all the people in there that love Doc and just have an open mind. Like, guys, this is just getting started. Yeah. Think about when they get it more months. You know what I'm saying? So
and you know what he said? Doc has actually said this. He said that and he's like, why isn't there more? Why isn't there more? People are complaining, why are you allowing people to test it and tell them what? There's not a lot going on. He said, listen, it's easier to have people's feedback and to go off that feedback than it is to already have something created. And now you have to start everything all over. Because sometimes when you've created something,
Call of Duty, excuse me,
you know what I mean? Oh,
Call of Duty. I had a, sorry about that. Yeah, but exactly.
Listen, man, it is tough. It is really tough, right?
It's hard.
It's hard. Created something, why am I going to start over? No. You know what I mean? Now he's getting the feedback that he needs, and he's gonna be like, you know what? We're gonna take this feedback.
Boom.
Let's start something new. Let's start something fresh and go. Right?
Exactly, my friend. Me too. Same here. So what I want to do real quick is I want to show you guys. So this is, you guys know, Drippin' and Heat. This is Z-Laner. He has the best. He did a little video of it. I know Doc does as well, but I don't want to play one of his specific videos. So what this is real quick is I'm going to play for you guys. Just the little intro here of Z, just to give you guys a little peek of what it is. So this is a little taste. And so as you can see too, so he announced it. The name of the game is called Dead Drop. I love that. I think it's a cool name. You know, Doc loves that dark kind of synthwave, retro wave feel of being an 80s action hero type of. I love it. I love his whole persona. So anyway, this is Z-Laner's video. If you guys want to check it out, go check out his channel. So I'm going to play this little intro real fast. You guys can get a little taste of it.
Holy shit. Oh my god, man. I can't believe I'm playing this game. A little heli coming in. Wow, this looks incredible, man. Dude, this makes me think that the release date of the game is going to be announced tonight, and it looks like they're closer than maybe a lot of people even thought.
And like I said, man, you gotta think of what we were saying there is that looks good. Like, so I'm gonna go here. Here's the actual reveal of it real fast. This is the Dead Drop reveal when they revealed the name. I think it's incredible. They have the hype going. And like Z is saying, you got to think about what they're doing.
Yeah, man.
Listen,
who else do you know?
Yeah. At the end of the day, listen, I would be really upset for somebody to be like, oh, this looks terrible, and I'd be like, listen, have you ever designed a game? Even know what goes into it?
Good point.
Just give it some time. Let's see what happens, and if it flops, it flops.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
But let's see what happens. Let's see how far it comes, and it's great to see from the start from where it was to where it is now. That's also great to reflect back on it. You know?
Exactly. I look at this and I think this man. Oh, we love ads, don't we? I think of how people are so comfortable with skating by and not doing the nth degree, trying harder, you know what I'm saying? And look at this man, Dr. Disrespect. He is not only had the idea that I want to build a video game. I'm sure a lot of people have that, but like you said, he's reaching into his own pocket and he has created the Midnight Society, his own gaming studio. Wow. Incredible.
With the fear that it may flop.
Exactly.
But he doesn't care.
Nope, he's trying.
Because at the end of the day, you're trying.
Yep.
And you don't fail, right? You just learn. That's the biggest thing. That's the kind of mentality you got to go with this, right? You're learning from these experiences. And if it does well, what if he does another game?
Yeah.
And what if he does another? I mean, like,
oh baby.
I'm excited.
Oh my,
man.
I am.
I
am too. I am too, man. I think it's incredible. So that's going to be a huge thing, guys. I think we wanted to share that with you. We're very excited. I want to keep up on the news too as more comes out and we keep recording these. I'll definitely bring those to you guys. I think it's incredible. The next thing I wanted to touch on real fast is that all of you console players out there, congratulations, because one of the biggest complaints.
Welcome home.
Oh baby.
Welcome home, baby.
Guess what? Listen up. You guys are getting Discord, baby. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for console players. Discord is finally coming to consoles. I believe they said so PlayStation's had that version of it, but it hasn't really been that great. And then Xbox had that, I think it was called Coral, and it was terrible. Anybody, yeah, exactly. Anybody that tried it for more than 5 minutes, it was always disconnecting. Anyway, point is, so as of July 21st of this year, I do have this. It's a link. I'll link it in the description. It's by Hype Beast. Great online article about it, and it pretty much touches on how Discord is finally launching their Discord platform onto consoles. It's going to be great. Hopefully it's going to be sometime soon this year. I skimmed through this. I didn't see an actual release date per se for it, but they're saying that it's going to be happening hopefully by, the big seasons, which is fall, obviously, like when COD comes out, all the big games come out, in October, November, December. So I'm thinking by holiday season this year is when they're going to be launching it. Correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments. If you guys know more about this, then let us know. At least the research I did, at least it's coming, it's here. And they're getting ready to send it out, and it's going to be incredible because we all know how terrible game chat can be in some games, and then but to have that HD quote unquote HD quality to hear your teammates and talk to people is just bar none. I think it's incredible.
It definitely is. Yep. It's funny because people always say like, hey MPX, you want to hop on Discord? And people always say my microphone quality sounds a trillion times better on Discord than it does via game chat.
It does.
And like, it feels good to be able to hear your teammates, because sometimes there's just a lot of there's a lot of crap going on in the background. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And that high quality, high definition, be able to mute yourself right away if you need to. It's nice. It's comfortable. It's really nice. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Absolutely love it. I'm super excited for console players. So good luck to you guys. It's gonna be great. We'll touch more on that. I'm gonna do some more research on it, find that out. So we wanted to bring that to you. So that's exciting news. And then last but not least, to kind of close the day out, we're gonna be starting a little corner section of the podcast here. And I want to call it just the tech of the week, right? So, Warren, my question to you is I want to start running down, because I know you get this all the time too. I did a stream last night and I had 20 people ask me like, what mic do you have? What's that big bright thing with RGB next to your keyboard with all your sounds and your thing and your what's all your... So week by week, we're going to pick one item at a time, and we're going to go over them with you guys. Just a piece of tech for our setups and what we use, why we got it, how we got it, what it does, all that good stuff, right? So, Warren, go ahead and start, and I'll go ahead and finish. I want you to pick one item from your setup that you absolutely love or you absolutely hate, and talk to us about what it is, what it does, why you got it, all that good stuff.
So I'm going to be honest with you. This is the first, and I really mean this, the first piece of equipment that I bought that had really changed the way that I stream, and it's called a Stream Deck. Okay.
Ooh, baby.
I bought a 15 key Stream Deck, and it was about $100, right? I got it from Amazon, and this changed the way that I streamed by night and day. I'm talking about like it almost gave me a new persona with the way that I stream. And the reason why I say this is because it simplifies and it makes things easier for you as a streamer. What I mean by that is, let's say you have Spotify playing in the background. You can actually download a Spotify plugin and put it onto your Stream Deck, so you can next pause or make the music louder just by pressing a simple button on your Stream Deck. That's huge. Also, when it comes to changing screens, let's say you want to go to your just chatting screen, or you want to go to your live screen, or if you have different other screens, you can literally, by the press of a button, just press on that screen and it automatically goes to your screen that you choose. That is extremely convenient, right? That is just... you just can't beat it.
You can't, like, how do you... I'll interject too. I still have the 15, and now you have the... What is the big boy?
I have the 32 now.
Yes, and that's what I'm at a point now where I need to get that. I don't even want it anymore. I need to get it, and Warren has it, and I still have the 15, but I'm telling you guys, it is... I've had so many people ask too, and I have the Stream Deck as well. I can't imagine streaming without it. I cannot.
I don't know. I really don't. And then, of course, the main reason why I use it is just for the sounds. The sounds that you can get are just... They're life-changing, right? They're fun. One of the biggest things that I think is really great is hype trains. Whenever you're in your stream and there's a hype train incoming, I have a hype train sound, right? I play it, right?
Boom, choo-choo, right there.
Simple. It's something simple, but it gets people engaged. Even the people who are just listening, they hear that sound and they're like, "Oh, what's happening?"
They're like, "Oh, yes, I'm on board. Let's hop on.
I want to get on that hype train. I want to support them. I want to be on there." So it's little things that you can start adding into your stream that will keep people engaged, right? Different noises when it's time to celebrate, when you get a kill, when you do X, Y, and Z. This Stream Deck is an absolute must-have. There is no denying it. 10 out of 10. Would not recommend streaming without it. You need it.
Yep, I 100% agree with that. Boom. Yep, I love that. I have mine. Same. It's just it's one of the most perfect pieces of equipment. I feel like it's a necessity to have if you're gonna stream. Love that.
Without a doubt.
Definitely. So my pick for this week, I'm not gonna lie, is my camera. Okay. Oh baby. Warren knows how many compliments I get on this thing, and I think brother, I think I'm at like maybe 7 or 8 friends now since I've got this have I hate to say the term copied me, but I heavily influenced them on getting it because they've reached out. They go in my they're like, dude, what is it? What do you have? They went and bought it now too, and they absolutely love it. So
it's a game changer.
It really is. So some of the important things as a streamer you need is what? You need a good mic, you need good audio quality so the chat can hear you, and then you need a good I firmly believe, now there are some people, obviously there's certain streams where they specifically don't have a face cam, and that's totally fine.
Very
rare, but it's totally fine that they don't want to show their face, where there's comfortability issues. That's totally okay. To each their own. If you don't want to do it, you don't have to do it. And some of them do really, really well. Some of people just do like a hand cam, they'll do like a top down. That's kind of cool too. But I personally firmly believe that you will be more successful if you have a good quality camera pointing at your noggin, baby.
Preach, baby.
Oh, baby. Because when you go ahead.
No, I'm just gonna go ahead and say this. When you can see the streamer,
yes,
you have that interaction with them, and that it's genuine, whether they be their reactions, whether they be however they say things, or them just talking to you. If you have that, it is a game changer, and you build better foundations and relationships with people that way.
100%, exactly. And that's what I'm going to say too, is that when you you feel like you are talking to a person, because when they don't have a camera and you're looking at somebody's hand on Call of Duty and their mouse, or their controller, like it's cool, right? It's neat. But who are you talking to?
Exactly. Yeah.
It's like going to Starbucks, right? Say you go to Starbucks and there was the stuff we just went through, and there was the plexiglass, right? You still see somebody, right? But say that was just a concrete barrier, and you just saw like their name tag. Hi, Sarah. Can I get a venti, whatever? And you don't see anybody. Like, that'd be really weird, wouldn't it? So that's how I feel with cameras, right? Anyway, point is, the camera that I have and that I use now, I had a Black Friday special, man, like I think like 4 years ago when I started streaming, I bought this, and it was like $10, one of those just cheap, no name brand HD, webcams from.
Okay too.
And that's okay too. If you're starting, hey, get something. Something is better than nothing. Get one of those $10, $20, $30, little cheap budget cameras, and slap it on your monitor and point it at your face and talk to your chat. 100%. Now,
listen, mind-blowingly, yes. Because also one of the things is you reflect back and you see how far you've come. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
There's nothing better than seeing a streamer progress and being a part of their progression and a part of their journey. Like,
100%.
To see that, right? It's always like, I remember when you started, and that's a good feeling.
Well, that's like the first time you rated me when we first met. I still was using my old camera, and my setup was just, it's funny. I mean, I'm sure you've done it too. I look back, and it's crazy to see how much you progress. But I digress. The camera that I use, I'm sorry, we went on a tangent, is I have now the, what you're seeing is the Elgato face cam. I know a lot of you know it. A big channel that we both watch is Harris Heller, Alpha Gaming, which is Senpai Gaming, not Alpha Gaming anymore. It's crazy to say that because they rebranded, and I love it. But anyway, the Elgato face cam is worth every penny. I did a lot of research, and Warren has a beautiful camera as well, that Razer Keo. And I almost was gonna get that. I really was. It was between his camera, because I saw Warren's. I was like, I love that. You look just beautiful. You look
crispy,
baby.
Crispy.
And then I saw the Aver Media was the other one, right? But the more I looked around, the more I saw this pop up, the more I saw smaller streamers getting it. And then when I saw Harris Heller, and he did the comparison, he took all the cameras and he put them all together, and he literally showed them on one screen. And that's what I think is the biggest test. And I'm like, and he even agreed. He's like, now this one looks good in this reason, or this one's better for this reason. But the biggest all around general picture, this one's the one. And I firmly believe it, and I love it.
And
so get a face cam.
I'm going to say this. If I could get a new webcam, I would get yours.
Wow.
Boom. And that's it.
Really? You heard it here first.
Drop the mic.
Brother, I love that. Hey, love that. So yeah, guys, you saw it here first. You heard it here first. Get a face cam. Get something good quality if you can. If not, that's totally fine. It's going to tremendously upgrade your stream. And and the last touch before we close out is the biggest tip going along with that. I don't care who you are, what you're streaming, or how you act. Chat is the number one priority when you're streaming. I firmly believe that, and that's the reason I've been growing so much. I know Warren is incredible. But you know, Tweaky, man, we were talking about this the other day, actually, in my stream. Guys, I want to say about Warren real fast. This man is not only a Call of Duty god, but he's got 50, 60 viewers at a time chatting away, and his chat's just, and he's like, yep. Hey, you know, he's talking to every single person, and he's just cleaning up in the game too. I don't know how you do it, my man, but I need to get on your level. That's all I got to say.
It's tough, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I tell myself, they are there to see me, right?
Right.
And I want to make sure that I talk to them and I give them a recognition they deserve.
I love that.
You know, that's it, man. Boom.
Ladies and gentlemen, episode 3 of Gains and Gaming. We hope you guys enjoyed. We hope you guys got some good tips for some dieting stuff. We're going to dive more in, yes, sir, next week, and we're going to record some more stuff for you. If you do have any questions, like Warren said, please hit down in the comments below. If you have any questions, just let us know. Please like, share, and subscribe. It's completely free to you, and it greatly helps us out quite a bit.
Absolutely.
As always, I'm going to link all of our stuff down in the description below. So if you go check out Warren's, he streams on Twitch, and I do as well. Go check us out there. And Warren also has a YouTube channel. I do too. Everything is going to be down in there. We love you guys. Thank you so much
for being here. Seriously,
thank you.
Thank you.
We love you guys. We look forward to seeing you guys in the next episode as well. And stay happy, hug your loved ones. You know what I'm saying? Spread positivity and joy. And hey, listen, go hit the gym, baby.
Yeah, baby.
Go hit the gym.
Yeah?
I'm going to go right now.
I hope you do. I'll be there with you.
Ladies and gentlemen, until next time, have a fantastic day. And we love you.
Love you guys. We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.